Immaculate Global News Update. I am Abiodun Mohammed. North Korea conducted a simulated scorched-earth nuclear strike on targets across South Korea, state media reported on Thursday, in reaction to Allied exercises that it said amounted to plans for a preemptive nuclear attack by the United States. The state media report spelled out in unusual detail how the North envisions a potential war, including countering any attack by striking the South with nuclear weapons, then sweeping in to occupy its territory. In quotes, the KPA staged a tactical nuclear strike drill simulating scorched earth strikes at major command centers and operational airfields of the Republic of Korea military gangsters on Wednesday night, the General Staff of the North Korean People's Army (KPA) said in a statement carried by KCNA news agency. North Korea fired two short-range ballistic missiles into the sea on Wednesday, South Korea's military said, hours after the US deployed B-1B bombers for Allied air drills. South Korea's presidential office convened a security meeting after North Korea's late-night launch, which followed its second failed attempt last week to put its first spy satellite into orbit. Meanwhile, Japan will intercept North Korea's missiles if they fly over Japan's territory, Japan's Chief Cabinet Secretary Hirokazu Matsuno said. Chinese President Xi Jinping is likely to skip a summit of G20 leaders in India next week, sources familiar with the matter in India and China told pressmen. Two Indian officials, one diplomat based in China and one official working for the government of another G20 country, said Premier Li Qiang is expected to represent Beijing at the September 9th to 10th meeting in New Delhi. Spokespersons for the Indian and Chinese foreign ministries did not respond to requests for comment. Li is also likely to attend a summit of East and Southeast Asian leaders in Jakarta, Indonesia on September 5th to 7th, according to a report from Kyoto. The summit in India had been viewed as a venue at which Xi may meet with US President Joe Biden, who has confirmed his attendance as the two superpowers seek to stabilize relations soured by a range of trade and geopolitical tensions. Xi last met Biden on the sidelines of the G20 summit in Bali, Indonesia last November. Russian President Vladimir Putin has already announced that he will not be traveling to New Delhi and will send Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov instead. Malaysia has rejected the latest edition of the standard map of China that lays claim to almost the entire South China Sea, including areas lying off the coast of Malaysian Borneo. Tensions have been rising in the strategically important waters as China has become increasingly assertive in its claim, despite the 2016 International Court ruling that its so-called 9-dash line was without merit and superseded by the 1982 United Nations Convention on the Law of the Sea. In recent years, it has built military outposts on rocky outcrops and deployed its coast guard and maritime militia, which has sometimes led to confrontations with other claimants, including Malaysia and the Philippines. Vietnam, Brunei, and Taiwan also have claims to the sea. Malaysia noted the new map, which clearly depicts the 9-dash line, showed China's unilateral maritime claims and that they overlapped with Malaysia's claims of its state of Sabah and Sarawak. The tongue-shaped 9-dash line is based on Chinese historical records dating to the Xia dynasty nearly 4,000 years ago. India has already launched a strong protest over China's new map, which it said showed the Indian state of Arunachal Pradesh and Aksai Chin Plateau as official Chinese territory. The two have been in dispute over their mutual border for decades, with clashes reported as recently as 2020. China has issued the highest level of warning as Typhoon Saola, packing winds of more than 200 km per hour, headed towards the southeastern coastline, threatening Hong Kong and other main manufacturing hubs in nearby Guangdong province. Forecasters issued a typhoon red warning at 6 a.m. on Thursday. China's National Meteorological Center said Saola, currently located about 315 kilometers southeast of Guangdong province, will move northwest across the South China Sea at a speed of about 10 kilometers per hour, gradually approaching the coast of Guangdong, then slowly weakening in intensity. Chinese state media reported at least 121 passenger trains were suspending service, while people in coastal areas of southern China were being warned to stay away from the coastline. The suspensions on key lines running from north to south, as well as on regional networks, will continue through September 6th. State broadcaster CCTV reported Saola will make landfall along the coast somewhere from Hulai County in Guangdong to Hong Kong on the afternoon to the night of September 1st, the center said, adding with its forecasted intensity it could be among the 5 strongest typhoons to land in Guangdong since 1949. China, Orlin has in recent months chartered at least 10 tankers that previously shipped Russian oil to Asia to deliver Arab crude to its refineries in Lithuania and Poland on their return journey, according to 2 traders and LSEG data. Many oil majors have avoided contracting tankers that have carried Russian crude because of the risk of sanctions and self-imposed restrictions. Using the tankers operated by non-Russian shipping firms for delivering Russian oil and products is not in breach of any sanctions, but the shipments are subject to the price cap policy imposed by the group of 7 G7 leading economies. Under the price cap, Western companies can ship and provide insurance for Russian oil and products, provided they are sold at less than $60 per barrel. Poland, formerly one of the largest importers of crude from Russia, stopped purchases of Russian oil this spring and has been a staunch supporter of Ukraine in its war against Russia that Moscow calls a special military operation. That is the Science of Top Accurate Global News Update. You can follow us on our social media platforms as displayed on your screen. Happy Thursday!